There we go. Welcome, everybody. We are live. So, yeah, we thought we'd do a little live stream and kick off this little listing challenge we've arranged. We're hoping to be joined by Tom as well, once he can sort his tech issues out. So we have Richard with us. How are you doing, Richard?
I'm good.
Good stuff. Oh, hello.
There's a notification for this live.
Oh, for this. And the other Payne brother down here, Derek. Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you? I'm okay.
Yeah, good. So this is going to take the form of how these normally run. We are going to track our listing all of this week. So Monday to Friday, we're going to note down how many new listings we create. Things like relists don't count. Don't just end stuff and relist it. I know your game. And we're going to track the monetary value. We normally ignore postage, so it's just whatever the value of the item is. And we'll come back next Monday and see how we did. As I said, Tom is joining us. Hopefully he will be here once he sorts his tech issues out. And we are live. So if any of you want to join in at home, you can share your numbers next Monday. That'll be interesting. And Richard, you were saying that we're going to change it up a little bit this time.
It's about including the items that we sell that we've listed during the challenge. So if we sell something that we list, then we add that.
Yes. Any new items listed during the challenge that sell, we'll keep a track of that number as well.
Yes.
And have that as almost like a third category. Oh, here he is. He's made it.
Evening, gentlemen.
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Hey, Tom.
Yeah. Good, thanks. Well,
are you feeling any better?
I'm on the mend, yeah.
Okay, good.
Getting there.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
It has indeed.
So we were just saying we're going to track our listing for the next working week, so Monday to Friday. So if you can track how many new listings you create and the monetary value, ignore the postage. It gets too complicated otherwise. And Richard was suggesting we also take note if anything new that you list sells and keep a running track of that. Yeah, I think that would be good. And we'll come back next Monday, this sort of time, and see how much these two have beaten us by. That's normally how it works.
Well, I'm currently not on a great start because my shop's on holiday time away mode, so I'm not selling anything. So it's not a good start.
Well, it's the listing that counts, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I'll say a few hellos. We are live. And like I said, if you want to join in, let us know in the side chat. Track your numbers, how many new listings, and the monetary value of that. And if you want to, how many new items sell during the week. And you can come back next Monday and share the numbers with us. So we've got versus Hawkseye, is that? Welcome. The Dave, good to see you. Chloe, Johnny Forticoat, there's Antoinette, welcome. Pete is in. Matthew, once loved treasures, lots of regulars. There's Steve. I was wondering where this video was at the usual time until I realised it was later. Yeah, it's a late one. We didn't want to clash with Chris, did we?
I've got to watch the duck race, although I didn't win again.
I missed the duck race. I saw the first bit of his live. I didn't see the duck race. Completely missed it. Right, so let's get down to the end, see if anyone is going to actually join in with us. I wonder if they were late for their wedding. I wasn't late for the wedding. I was actually on time for one. It's Andrew who's late anyway. It's not me. Honest. Lots of people popping in to say hello. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. Another Payne brother. Is Clive a relation?
No, and that's
He's the secret Payne brother.
Secret weapon.
Is he the one that does all the work then?
Yeah, he's the one who does. He's like the guy who lists in the background. No relation.
Any listings by Clive do not count to your totals, all right? Putting it out there. Good to see you, Clive. Rich is in. Lots of people saying hello. Right, let's see. Oh my goodness, in holiday in Greece. Drinking a beer on the balcony. What are you doing watching us?
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I sent an item to Greece today. A ceramic item is going to Greece and another one to Australia. Random. Okay, let's get down to the end. I don't know if anyone said they are going to join in. So, do we have any specific plans? Quickly, my goal, my ambitious goal, is to clear the last of my backlog. So it's not Andrew's stock, most of which is actually listed anyway. It's the last of what I refer to as my stock, and then I will be backlog free for the first time in 20 years. That's my target this week. So, Richard, have you got any specific goals this week? Any stock you need to tackle?
I've got plenty of stock, but no, not any specific goals. Just get as much as I can listed. So I am running out of space in here now.
Yeah, it always looks pretty rammed in there, to be honest. Do you have separate storage as well as that space?
Yes,
Yeah?
I've got a double garage as well that's full of stock.
Wow.
And there's a bit downstairs as well.
So have you got any tactic? Are you going to pull out some really expensive stuff? Is that your tactic this time, or lots of quick listing stuff?
Pretty much. I've got some higher value stuff I would put on.
Yeah, sounds fishy. And then Tom, what's your goal for this? You shared a picture with me that was mind blowing. How much stock you've got?
Yeah, let's see if I can find the picture. Briefly flash it in front of the camera. Probably can't find it now. That's just one part of the warehouse. So yeah, to get some of that listed. I think I'm going to go for bundles because that's, for me, it's about making space. So I've got so much like CDs for bundles of CDs, stuff like that.
Yep.
I've got probably 2,500 CDs for bundles. So and I need to get them sorted desperately. I missed the boat on so many things like Meatloaf and some of the others like that. But yeah, that's going to be my focus is less about the monetary value, but more about getting some listings up there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay. And Derek, you never struggle for stock, so I assume you've got plenty of stuff you can.
Yeah, well, I went to 3 car boot sales yesterday, so I've currently got a car still full of stuff, so I'll be listing that. I've also got a shed outside, which I usually use to put all my stuff from the car boot sale straight in there, and then I list out of there. And once that's empty, then I get through to the death pile. But currently that shed's completely rammed full because I've been just getting far too much stock. So my aim this week is to really empty that shed. If I can do that, then I'll be pretty happy. So.
Wow. That'd be interesting to. I don't know if you're going to film any of your exploits this week, but I'd love to have a nose around in there, see what that's like.
Yeah, I might do a little vlog. I think I did one of the challenges before, at least one of the days of it. And,
yeah, I think that's interesting. Yeah, for the viewers, it's interesting to see, what we're kind of starting with and what we're dealing with stock-wise.
Yes.
I feel like the odd one out here because I honestly have so little left. It's quite disconcerting, really. It's really odd. But
you're going to go wild when you get to the new place and stuff. You're just going to lose it, I think.
Yeah, I'm starting to itch a bit about. Yeah. I mean, we sourced a little bit when we were down in Bristol, but I'm being very careful not to buy loads of gear. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be good to just go for it again. Ashley wants some of your stock, Tom.
He's always asking me, but he wants all the good stuff. He wants like the GameCube games and stuff like that.
Oh,
for 50p each.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Just scrolling back. Steve says, I did 20 yesterday. That's a pretty good amount of listings. To be fair, half of it's not going to sell, but at least it's on the right side of the shed. None today. Yeah, sometimes it is just a case of getting it on, and then you can tweak the price. You can send out offers and just get it moved. It's just, tackling stuff, isn't it? That's what it's all about.
The other thing I wanted to be clear as well, Nick, unlike other challenges, this week I'm just going to be doing eBay. I'm not going to include Amazon. I'm not going to do any Amazon because they're a bunch of jokers. So for me, it won't be like previous ones where Amazon doesn't get counted.
Yep, just eBay. I think all of us are just doing eBay. There may be some cross listing going on, but it's just new numbers on eBay is what we're going to be counting. Yeah, I mean, today actually, talking about not wanting to tackle stuff, I've just done a big bag of Barbie dolls and Cindy dolls and stuff, which I thought would be a nightmare, but I just split it into 3 bundles and it was all listed within like 15 minutes. Sometimes mentally, it's worse in your head, isn't it? Sometimes some listing, you look at stuff and you think, I really don't want to deal with that. And when you actually break it down, it takes no time.
Sometimes I've got things like piled up in the corner and I'm almost stepping over it. And I do that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then when I actually get around to doing it, it takes like an hour to do. And then the floor's completely clear again.
Yeah. So you become blind to the stuff that you step over in your office, right? And also, when you put off dealing with it, like these dolls, I bet they'll sell quick. And they've been on the shelf for ridiculous amount of time. Like I listed a VHS, a video recorder, Sony one that I've had 2 or 3 years. I just kept avoiding it, and that sold within 48 hours.
Yeah.
Silly.
I will be listing some VCRs. I've probably got about 20 of them still to list, so maybe even more than that. So yeah, I'll be listing quite a lot of them. But
doing that as a batch would speed it up, right?
Yeah, well, I usually build them up. I like to get about 10 and then I just run through them all because 50% of them are usually broken or have issues. You know, clean the heads, take the tops off them, and mess about. Yeah. So yeah, that's some of them are in the shed, some of them are in my death pile. So I'll try and tackle
them. Just quickly touch on that. Haroon says, "Hi guys, I started selling on eBay. It says I can't get payment straight away, and my payments are on hold until I have a history as a buyer. I think you mean a seller there. How do I do this?" You just have to keep going, and once items are showing as received and you're getting feedback for them, eBay can trust that you are actually sending things out. And I think that's how it works, isn't it?
It doesn't take too long. My son's just started selling a few things on eBay, just his sort of personal stuff, and they held the payment. He got his first sale, and they held his payment for like 2 weeks. But yeah, he's got it now, you know, so it doesn't take long. And I think the next one, he gets it pretty much like normal weekly payment. So I don't think it takes long to get going.
It depends if it's a personal account or if it's a business one, because I've experienced opening a business one. I was going to do it for a YouTube video thing, and that kind of fell through. But I opened up a business one, and 20 quid a month, and I could only list 10 items. And that was it. Until I sold some, I could only list 10 items. So, but they still charged me 20 quid a month until I sold a few items. And then now I can list, I think, 40 items or something. But I'm still, mad.
I went on to live chat for my son because he was selling matcha tax cards. So obviously he's got quite a few to list, and that was like a maximum of 10. And that's like hardly worth bothering waiting on match tax cards for that. So I went on live chat and they upped him instantly. So I think you can list like 150 now, and that was without actually selling anything. I think you might have made one sale.
Yeah, I've heard that if you contact eBay and ask them to up your limits, they sometimes will look at your account and do that.
Yeah, I think because he had like the maximum 10 listed of match tax cards, so they can see what he's listing. I guess they just see that it's a sensible listing. So
going back to the original question, it's they do it with everybody. It's just so a blatant scammer can't come onto the platform, pretend to sell a load of high value stuff, take the money and run. It's to safeguard from that essentially. But just keep going and bear with, and it should sort itself out. But do chase them if you really need to up your limits. Just drop them a message and have a chat on the phone or whatever. Message for Derek here. You'll have to take note that eBay gum doesn't count.
Oh, damn it.
Shame. Anyone sold anything on eBay gum yet? I keep asking.
No.
No.
Nothing. Tumbleweed comes across the screen.
I haven't listed anything, to be fair, so
Yeah.
I haven't
Well,
always-
I've got a Harry Potter book still listed on there that hasn't sold. It's been on there since the sort of eBay Gum Guy did the rounds on YouTube. I think I listed it there.
Yeah. He's
Doesn't
gone
sound-
very quiet of late, hasn't he? He was properly pushing it, and then he's
Yeah.
vanished. I don't
This
know.
is where I think the problem lies. I think they need to sort of launch it and then make a big thing about it, not make a big thing about it and then not actually do anything about it.
Yeah,
People get a bit fed up of it. Yeah, it did
Yeah.
sound quite good, you know.
yeah. I think I'm taking notes from him, as in how not to launch. Yeah. So, Richard, you mentioned some high value stuff. Have you got anything in mind that you're going to drag out?
some small electricals mostly electricals. The usual sort of things.
Oh, see, he's not giving anything away, is he? He's not.
No.
I'm
The
imagining
main
a really
question
nice-
for the Payne brothers is how many drafts have you already got ready to go? That's the question on everybody's mind.
Yeah, they've been prepping for months.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought. They were just waiting.
No drafts. I don't generally draft at all.
Yeah.
The only time
I just get it listed.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of scheduling stuff and stuff unless I'm going away. I schedule stuff for the weekend and stuff like that, but not when I'm here. I like to get things just live straight off.
Yeah, I use the drafting actually. What I tend to do is for example, with all these dolls, I was doing the research, and as I'm researching, I'll find a listing and I'll just click sell similar, and that's automatically a draft set up, right? So the category is all done. Most of the title will be there. I might tweak it. And then that just makes the whole process feel easier. It feels like I'm halfway there just by the click of a button, and it's saved as a draft when I click sell similar. And then I'll come back to it when I'm doing the pictures, drop all the pictures in, go back into the draft, and it feels like there's very little to do then. And it's really sped up my system.
I have toyed with the idea of, like you have like 100 photos. You take photos all day and then you've got loads of photos. I did think about basically bulk listing all of those in one go, just the photos with literally the title of the item, like roller skates or video recorder. And then once that's all up, then go back into it over time and edit it and make it nice. But at least they're on sale at that point, really quick. The only downside of that, the listing, you might end up getting a return because you haven't described something as accurately as you'd like. That's the only worry I really have. But I am sort of toying with that sort of idea.
Essentially, that's kind of what I'm doing with the drafts, getting them all up there quickly as possible, but not live, and then tweaking them and making them live. That kind of works.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to put it live. My thought was if you got it live before you've really put loads of work into it, making the listing nice, as it were, and then you might get
probably work with new stock.
Yeah, if you categorize and have templates, so things that are just good used condition, and you haven't really got anything other to say about it, I suppose you could do it with those ones. So it takes me a long time to list. Once I've got my photos or adding different bits, you got all the item specifics, I suppose, that would mess up a lot of it.
I highlighted there. John is clearly backing Richard on this one. Mike says, I sold a hi-fi last week. I'm looking at it because it arrived damaged and had to refund the buyer, and he returned it. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. Team Richard. Not surprised from Annie, to be honest. Steve saying to Haroon about the payments. Took a while to pay the first one, then sorted itself out. Yeah, just bear with. It will sort itself out. Phil has, oh my goodness, 4,900 listed. Many are multi-listing. eBay upped me to 10k items this week. Wow, it's a lot of coins. Phil does, isn't it? I think coins and Lego.
That might be it won't really be a problem for me, but I'm going to hit my 1500 shop limit if I do loads on this challenge. It might tip me over when I'm actually having to pay for listings. So,
this is not a bad idea. I should do a challenge. First one to sell an item on eBay gum.
Be a long competition, that would.
Well, you see,
have to do a live 1 year and have to schedule it for the following year, I think.
You just put something on ridiculously cheap and try and get a quick sale, wouldn't you? Just to like rig it for yourself.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would still sell if you put something really cheap on there.
Yeah.
How long would it actually take to sell? I bet it would still sit there for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, that would show if people are looking at the site, wouldn't it? Put something on there that has reasonable amount of value at like a fraction of its price, and it should. If you did that on eBay, it'd go within hours, right?
Yeah.
Should we do that? Thing is, you've got to virtually give away a decent item.
Yeah.
We're all too tight for that. But I do like the idea, Ian. Good evening, Tonks Boutique. Good to see you. Derek has already won then? What? I missed that. We haven't barely started yet. What are we talking about?
Might as well go back to bed then.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to go and enjoy myself. Yes, you should. You're in Greece. Don't stop watching us. Okay, let's see what other chat we've got. So nobody has actually said they're going to join in. If you do want to just track your own sales and share with us, not sales, sorry, listings, you can come back next Monday and share with us how you got on. It might help keep you on track. I find these are really good for just keeping me focused. I'm terrible at like getting distracted by, well, anything, to be honest. YouTube, TV, walking the dog, anything but listening.
Have you got like quite a clear week ahead, or you got any I know I've got a few things I've got to do later on in the week, which might drag me away from the listing.
Touch wood. No, I know I'm going out for a family meal, and I'm supposed to be having a meeting tonight, which might put Pace doing any more work tonight. But yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't have a busy week. What about yourself, Richard?
No, I think I'm okay this week. I need to change the oil in my car. I might leave that to another week.
No, that's urgent. That needs to be done.
Yeah, definitely do that oil, Richard.
Yeah.
And Tom, I know you've been feeling under the weather. You think you're going to manage to?
Well, I'll have to postpone my sort of quite intensive social, arrangements and stuff that I've got, which normally involves, like the post office or that sort of thing. But hanging out there for a chat. But other than that, no, I'm pretty much stuck at home at the moment, feeling sorry for myself. So I thought might as well do some listing. I've got more than enough around me, so yeah, tripping over it. So
the main distractions I find with these challenges, because you're naturally listing more stuff, and you end up selling a few more things, and you end up packing a lot. So your days end up being taken over with packing and going to the post office. All of that as all of the distraction from
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. But I remember one of these challenges, my shop went on fire. It really did. I was endlessly packing, which again is a great problem to have. And if it means we sell a load of gear, bonus. But yeah, you're right.
Idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of it though, sort of bracing my shop for Q4, because before you know it, we're going to be in, getting towards that, and the summer getting over, and then hopefully this Q4 will be a little bit more, stock ready for that. I'm
always behind. It always gets to Q4, and I'm always thinking I should have been more prepared, So
well, I've got a pile of motorbike jackets which I should have listed like 6 weeks ago. And it's like just about still sunny, so I should really be listing those this week, to be fair.
That must have quite good value as well.
Kathy says, let Jess join the challenge. Jess is more than welcome. If anybody wants to track their numbers and share them, if you want to even hop on the live stream on Monday, absolutely fine. Yeah, not a problem. Is today counting? Yes, we started today. So anything that we all did today, I got a fair amount done. I'm probably done for the day now, but that all counts. So it's Monday to Friday.
I listed one thing.
It's a lot better than none.
So a bundle of what's his name? Engelbert Humperdinck CDs
That'll fly out, Tom.
for like 16 quid.
Hope it sells quicker than the vinyl I've got. That's that guy. I've had it on sale for about 2 years, I think.
I listed a stack of vinyl today. I found a couple of really nice items. One's gone on at 75 quid, which is a signed LP, and another promo Linkin Park 12-inch has gone on at 50, I think. Yeah, very happy with them. Steve's saying about auctions here. I schedule auctions. I like them to finish at the weekend when buyers are possibly a couple of beers down. Yeah. 9 o'clock Saturday night, Sunday night, that sort of time. Yeah, definitely. I listed a few auctions. Auctions count as well. If we are going to do any auctions, I did 2 or 3 today. I'm just adding in the start price, but they're perfectly eligible. Chris, hi Chris. Years ago, there used to be listings on eBay saying awaiting pictures.
You still get them. I still see them sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've seen them as well. It's usually
I've seen them in solds as well. People have bought stuff, and it says like pictures coming soon.
Yeah, randomly one of my drafts managed to somehow end up getting listed without me adding the pictures to it. I think it was a couple of weeks ago when all weird stuff was going on with eBay. So that was odd. So I just ended it and relisted it because it freaked me out. Yeah, me too, Steve. Yeah, ending sort of early evening at the weekends is a definite. Yeah, that works. Let's have a look. Wouldn't want to show them up. Well, it's up to you. You're welcome to come and show us up. I love Turbo Lister back in the day. 170 listings on a Sunday afternoon. Only listed twice a week. Yeah. Did we all use Turbo Lister back in the day? I certainly did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I used to take advantage of... we were on dial-up when I started, so I would kick them off overnight. It took forever.
Yeah.
So when there wasn't much bandwidth being used up, I'd just, while we were in bed, the old cranky laptop would be beavering away, uploading it all. Phil is mainly coins now. Okay, that's a lot of coins. So, Neil's in. Hello. Oh, okay, sorry, I missed it. Pete's shouting at us. Track your numbers and share with us next week. Excellent. Candice, here we go. I'll join in. Been sorting out my stock as I overbought and had an accident while doing that. So I'm kind of sorting my listings again. Okay, excellent. Should we share what we did today? Does anyone want to? Well, we know Tom's total for today.
Yeah. 16, 80 something.
I'm happy to share my progress so far. Whether I do any more tonight, I don't know. It is 16 for 330 quid. I don't know whether
I'm dead last on this.
I'm not sure whether the paintballers are going to share. It's all very close to the chest with them.
I'll share. I've done 15 for a total of 1,165.
Whose idea was sharing now? Jesus. What? Okay.
Right, I'm off. Only kidding, I'm not.
Wow, that is you've been hoarding the good stuff, I can tell.
No.
Neil says, I don't have a busy week, but I'm sure I can manage to procrastinate it away as usual. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think I'm probably roughly the same as Richard. It's about 15 so far. I'm not sure on the actual value. Yeah, around 15.
I'm not sure with what I've got left. If I listed all of it, I could match your day one total. Honestly.
Do you want me to just put you some stock in a box, Nick, and send it down?
Yeah, it might be handy.
You could probably beat us on quantity, though.
Possibly.
Simple
I
list.
do have a stack of media. The dregs, well, we cleared out our own personal media, so I'm going to list a load of CDs, the rest of the vinyl. Yeah, I'll go for beating you on quantity. How's that?
Yeah, all my stuff's all big and bulky type stuff, so definitely the numbers are where I stand a chance, I think, not on the quantity.
Once Love Treasures. I have so many things to list that I've picked up over the last few days, but the first half of this week I'm busy with other things, so finding eBay time is hard. Yeah. Life is busy. But feel free to share your numbers if you want to get involved. It might help keep you on track, focus your mind a bit. Absolutely fine.
I always wondered how many people in the reselling community have got sort of like slightly divergent ways of thinking, whether it's like ADHD or, different, because it seems a lot of people have very similar sort of traits when it comes to listing, putting it off and then moments of hyperfixation where they do lots all at once and then they don't do listing for ages. Just it's interesting seeing people's comments.
Yeah. It's an interesting question, isn't it? I think a lot of us fall into this because we don't kind of fit the mold anyway. So perhaps we all do have similar traits in some ways.
I think a lot of it is like there's no one there to sort of crack the whip, as it were, to sort of say, you've got to list your 10 today, You've really got to motivate yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, the freedom of this is the biggest curse. It's the biggest benefit and the biggest curse at the same time, because you are free to do naff all day if you really want to.
Yeah. And you don't see the effect of that, do you, until further down the line. So if you don't do anything, if I didn't do anything tomorrow and just sat and watched TV or something all day, I'd probably still make loads of sales on eBay. So, I'd only actually see some sort of effect maybe 2 or 3 weeks down the line. So it's very easy to think, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, staying accountable, which is one thing that YouTube does, is a big benefit for me, because I do, picking orders videos and this, that, and the other. And if I do absolutely nothing, I won't even have any sales to show. It's kind of, it does keep me on track, actually. And these challenges are even better for that, because I'm tracking the actual numbers. Yeah.
YouTube is an easy distraction as well. You can be I'll just have it on the side, and the next thing you know, you're watching some obscure documentary about something and you haven't listed anything. So,
Oh, definitely. Phil saying, good thing with coins, letterbox, even high value, after it gets scanned at the sorting office, it's on the tracking system. I can post late at night. Yeah, absolutely. Use a letterbox.
Yeah, I used to do really good with coins back in the day. I stopped doing it because the amount of people fraudulently saying stuff never arrived, it got a little bit excessive. But if you want to get your numbers up, it's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, I've dabbled in coin. There was a period of time where you couldn't sell coins on eBay, though. Is that all sorted itself out now?
Yeah, it's all sorted now. Yeah, when it transitioned over from PayPal. Yeah, you can now. Yeah, thankfully. So
I did 6 today, says Pete. Video games, so a slow start, but it's better than nothing. It's a start, right? Look at it positively. Big Game Hour. I'm about to list my 89th item of the day. Can I join? No. Yes, you can. Track your numbers and share them with us on next Monday. And if you've done 89 on a Monday, I think you may win the total number of listings.
Yeah.
Wow, could you keep that up though? 89 a day. I
don't think I could possibly do that.
no.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I wonder what it is though.
I could do that on Amazon, but
That's
and are we counting multiple quantities as just one then?
You count the listing, not the amount of items on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it the value of the multiple? So if you've got 10 things at £10,
Yeah, you could catch up quick, Tom. If you've got multiples and list like, 10 pairs of shoes on one listing, you can the value will shoot up. Yeah, I think I might have snuck a win one of these.
The same media, so that was what I was asking.
I think there was one of these challenges where I did very well. I don't think I did win it actually, but I listed all those plumbing parts, didn't I, on multiple listings, and did like a couple of grand's worth of plumbing bits. Yeah. Well within the rules, by the way, before people moan at me. Yes, Nathaniel. We are doing another little listing challenge to keep ourselves on track. And if you want to join in and track your own numbers, how many new listings on eBay you create and the monetary value, please feel free, and you can share them with us next Monday. We're going to do another, I assume, similar time next week. We'll come back and share numbers. Yeah, a few people talking about joining in. Please do. Absolutely fine. I'm very flaky with listings, but I can do my total store. I'm not sure what that means, Jack. But yeah, join in if you want to. Wow, so much chat. I'm way behind. Nick, you can list some of mine. I'm sure that'll count. If I run out of my own stock, I'd have plenty of ceramics that I can dip into, so it'll be fine. How realistic are these listing prices? Well, that's a good question. We'd have to ask Richard if he's just putting random £1,000 items on. No.
They'll change the price next week.
What was that, Richard?
They are realistic.
Okay. We can only take your word for that.
They probably are the higher end of souls, but that's just what I do.
Yeah.
I do try and push the price.
Fair enough.
Pretty much the same as well.
What are you going to do when you run out of stock? It's very unlikely. Well, Andrew's got a lot of backlog anyway, so I will start helping her out with that. But the point is, we didn't want to have to pack it all up and move it to the new house. I have no problem sourcing. So once we're moved and settled in, I'll just go out and buy a few carloads of stuff, and I'll be straight back to a backlog. So don't worry about me, honestly. So I'm just going to scroll and try and get to the end, and then we will wrap up and get listing. Maybe, I don't know, is anyone pulling a late one tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit more listing, I think.
Yeah. I'll be doing a bit more.
Scratch today off and start fresh tomorrow.
Fair enough. Phil says, Nick stroke Derek, I understand Peter is away on Thursday. Yes, he can't make it. If you'd like me to pop on and try to explain my mad business model, I think I have somebody lined up, but I will drop you a message if not. In any case, we'll get you on another time. That'll be fine.
Yeah, you could always come on my slot, I think, the week after, I think it will be.
Yeah, drop me a message, Phil, and we'll have a chat. But I think I have a guest for Thursday because it's going to be back on here Thursday because Pete has a family do or something, doesn't he? Family down. So, yeah. Oh, JJ says 13 listed for £1,097.92. One sold already. That's good going. That is good. I always say I'll list 20 items a day. It never happens. Usually I try to list in bulk 1 or 2 days a week. Yeah, I go in fits and starts. I'm not very consistent. Oh, here we go. Numbers coming in. 7 for £65 today. More tomorrow. Good stuff. Just listed a Monopoly. Did 10. Mostly Halloween stuff. Halloween's a way off, isn't it?
Right.
When is Halloween? Is that October?
3 months.
End of October, is it not?
Well, I suppose
Yeah.
you've got to get prepared. Like you were saying, Tom, you've got to
Yeah.
get it on in advance. Good stuff. Susan, hello. I've listed 100 plus items in a day, plenty of times. No multiple listings. Postcards. See? Yeah.
Oh, I've got some matchboxes. I could list them. That'll get the numbers up. Got a few thousand of them.
Good evening, Neil. Maybe have a prize for highest items sold during the week. Yeah, we could track that as well.
That's good.
Not sure I'll win that, judging by what the sort of stuff Richard's ploughing on. Mind you, got to sell it.
I listed something this morning and it sold pretty much straight away. I won't reveal what it was or anything because don't want to ruin the live next week. But yeah, I think I might have undersold that one. But it was faulty, so I was quite happy with what I got.
Yeah, I love selling faulty stuff. It makes me happy to sell stuff that's
It was a high end sort of electronic thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sold it for parts because it was completely dead. So
cool. I had a carload from the auction house today, and I really don't need it. Yeah, we've all been there. We can quickly touch on that. Hi, Rose, new name. I don't know if you're new to the channel. How long have you been selling? Do you make enough each month to pay the bills? Well, I can start. How long have I been selling? Full-time, almost exactly 20 years. I started a few years before that. It is my full-time income, and I am perfectly comfortable financially. How long have you been reselling, Richard?
On and off since 1998 on eBay. Full time since 2015.
Yep.
No, but part time proper 2015. Full time 2017.
And you take your full-time wage out of this?
Yes.
Yep.
So my bills, mortgage, everything.
Yep.
All
there you go. And Derek, how long have you been full-time now?
Full time since 2018.
And this is your full-time income as well?
Yeah.
See, it is possible. I think the natural thing is to think you can't make this work as a full-time living, but it is possible. I'm not saying it's easy. I don't think anyone here would say it's easy, but it is possible. And yourself, Tom, this is a full-time thing for you?
Yeah. I've been full-time. I've been self-employed for 12 years, I think, something like that now. But I've been full-time on eBay since, I think it was like 2012, 2013, something like that. I've been on eBay 18 and a half years, but it was all part-time. But I definitely say, start off part-time or just selling bits first, see if it's right for you, because some people just hate it.
Oh, definitely.
But
it's not for everybody. Yeah, definitely. If you're thinking or looking at us and thinking, oh, that sounds like a good laugh, try it out part-time because
I was just going to say there's people in the community that do better than a full-time person part-time as well, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. Some people that are incredibly focused and good at managing their time. Lee's a good example. Does very well out of it.
Yeah.
Joe, someone we used to know very well, did incredibly well on a part-time basis. So it's all possible, but it doesn't suit everybody. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so I am still not at the end of. Oh, Mel's popped in. Hello, Mel. Tea cakes. I've never listed more than 30 items a day, but several times listed 8 to 10k if I have the right stuff in. It's high value then.
Nice.
I've been full-time for exactly 1 year today. Congratulations, Steve. Wow. After doing it part-time for 2.5 years. Yeah, there you go. So test the water and then take the leap. Seems to be the tried and tested way. Love it. Wouldn't change a thing. You have to be able to push yourself through the days when you don't want to turn up to work. Well said. Yeah. And believe me, there'll be days like that when you think, what, really? I've got to do it all again today? Yeah. Excellent. Well, we could talk all night, but we will reconvene next Monday, share some numbers, and then we can waffle again about the joys of reselling. So if you've just joined us late, I can see the numbers ticking up. We're doing a listing challenge. Feel free to join in, track the number of new listings on eBay and the monetary value of those listings. Come back this time next Monday and we'll share our numbers and you can share yours if you've tracked it. So best of luck, everybody. Yeah, looking forward to sharing the numbers next week. So thank you to Richard up here. Good to see you.
Okay.
And Derek, we'll see you next Monday. Actually, Thursday.
You'll see me earlier than that.
Yeah. And Tom, it's been really good to catch up with you, mate.
Yeah, it's been good to see you all, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excited to get some stuff listed.
Indeed. Yeah, I hope it goes well for everybody. I have linked Tom's channel. If you're not a sub to Tom, Tom has a channel, as does Derek. Richard is still holding back with the YouTube. So yeah, we will be live again on Thursday because Pete is busy with family. So I'm hoping to have a special guest with me on Thursday. So join us then. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Take care and we'll speak soon.
Bye.
Bye.